Entering into high school, I was playing a lot of sports, contact sports. Football was my main sport. I played wrestling. I ran track. My concussions came from football. I've experienced 3 in high school, 2 in college. I think I've had 5 overall, probably even more. So I've had a lot of head traumas in my life. That made school especially difficult in college. 3 concussions in high school were severe. 2 of them were really bad. Being independent, it was very difficult, but kind of got through it. Hello, I'm Greg Wortman. I'm 23 years old, currently a student at Howard Community College, and I live in Columbia, Maryland. Throughout my life, it was kind of difficult. I had ADHD, ADD, so through high school it was a struggle. Really, I just wanted to play sports. That was my passion. I was adopted at 2 years old. I came into the family, energetic young man, loved playing sports, loved being outside, didn't like school as much. Teachers that taught me had struggled to keep me in my seat, stop me from talking to friends. So really my home was outside. I didn't really have a home inside. So after my 5th concussion, I just started experiencing some really bad symptoms. Light was bothering me. I just had throbbing headaches all the time. Even like just sensitive, like if I bumped my head on something, it hurt more than normal. Like it wasn't normal at all, like what I was feeling. So when I went to my coach, I decided that after the 5 concussions, it was time for me to move on. It was very hard for me to do. I grew up when I was 5 years old playing football with friends in the neighborhood. It was my number 1 love, so it was hard to let go. When I stopped football, it was just school for me at that point, and just felt different. It was really weird, just not going to practice every day, training hard. So after football, I had my grades decline, unfortunately. I had to stop school because of that. Also just the symptoms were getting to me, memory, forgetting stuff going to class. So I stopped that and entered the workforce. During those years it was pretty tough for me because most of my friends were in school doing well. All of a sudden I saw people graduating. I saw some friends from high school do well in college, and it kind of motivated me seeing some friends doing that to go back to school. During that time, I was highly depressed, didn't know what I was going to do. So after those 2 years, my mom came up with brain training. Maybe she did before that, I'm not entirely sure, but I took it upon myself to do that after 2 years of just work. I started brain training probably about 2 years after college. When I saw interactive metronome and ILS, I'll have to be completely honest, I wasn't too thrilled about it. But if you really put your mind into it and you are determined and you want to get better, you really should do it. Both of these systems, they're very helpful. I've never felt more fresh, more happy in my life. So not only does it kind of rid you of the foggy areas of the brain, but it also kind of helps you just your overall mood. Now that I am getting good grades, I feel like my potential, I think the sky's the limit for me. My ultimate goal is to become a strength and conditioning coach in college at the collegiate level. Requires a lot of hard work and a lot of school, so looking forward to getting that accomplished, and I've never felt more motivated than I have in ever. So it's a great feeling, and I have brain training to thank for that. If I were to talk to myself when I was going through the concussion symptoms and all the issues I had with school and depression, I would say to those, give brain training a chance. I have gone through it, and at first I didn't think that it was too exciting. Putting headphones on and listening to music, classical music, for an hour isn't too appealing, but once you start seeing the results of IM and ILS, then you start getting excited. And it's not immediate. It doesn't happen right away. You have to give it some time, but look at me now. I mean, I couldn't be happier. And now that I have brain training and I've done it, like I said, I feel like my potential, the sky's the limit for me.